Welcome in everybody, my name is Andrew, and this is the third episode of the Saber Fortress. Now if you're watching this channel, there's a good chance that you're a fan of Star Wars. And if you're a fan of Star Wars, you already know that this year marks the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. I already got my tickets, I hope you got yours. Now of course the main focus of Revenge of the Sith is going to be Anakin's turn to the dark side. You got his conflict internally with his dreams that he's having and Padme's death. You got him struggling to deal with what the council's having him do by spying on the Chancellor, who he looks as a father figure of sorts since he didn't have one. But everyone forgets the first father figure he actually did have. The reason that this whole movie even took place in the first place. And that's going to be because of this gentleman right here. Again, my favorite Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn. If it wasn't for his death, Anakin's future would have been completely different. We would have seen a father figure that he always needed and wanted. We would have seen a mentor that would have guided him towards following the Force and the will of the Force versus the politics and everything that the Jedi went through. So today I'm taking you all the way back to the beginning, to episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace is by far the best Star Wars movie.
And I believe the first lightsaber we see from the first Jedi to fight a Sith in 1,000 years. Now I really wanted to get up close because again, this is my favorite Jedi and maybe even my favorite lightsaber, which is brought to you by TXQ. That's who manufactured this lightsaber. And what makes it super unique is this right here. The way it has these groove patterns, just want to make sure you can see all that. They're really cut through basically half the hilt. So when they designed this lightsaber, they really had to get creative with how they made the chassis. So usually when you unscrew a lightsaber, you unscrew it from the bottom here. Chassis falls out, that's where you have all the electronics, that's where you have your SD card. This one, on the other hand, unscrews from the top. And we have the little chassis here. You can just pull that straight out. And you can see that's where all the electronics are. That's where the SD card is. On the back there is the 18650 battery. And if we move the bottom pommel, we'll see that really just shows the speaker, and this doesn't come out at all. Not that there's any reason to have it out, but now to pop this back in, you'll see it does have pin connectors here. And if you can see inside, and notice here, it does have kind of like a little platform shape to it. So you just match that up with the inside of the hilt. Just be gentle, go slow when you put it in.
The size of that thing.
And it should just click into place. Don't force it, don't twist it. If you feel any kind of resistance, just pull it out, put it back in.
That's what she said.
All right. Now the one thing that I don't like about this lightsaber is the retention screws. So you can see it has 3 retention screws, one on the side and on the other side here, and then in the middle. Now I've gone ahead and ordered some special black retention screws, but if I hadn't, they would be kind of like this silvery color and they'd really stick out. So at least when they're black, you have a harder time noticing. That would be kind of my only negative thing to say about this. Otherwise, it is a beautiful saber. It's very movie accurate. This is a functional button, so it doesn't have like a separate button like some other sabers have where this is just for show. No, this is the actual button to activate it. On the back here, you see it does have the chrome kind of hilt housing around it. And then it does have the cover tech wheel. All right, so let's turn on this bad boy and see how it sounds. So as you can see, I have the blade installed. From this distance, you can't really see where the retention screws are. And again, I do recommend getting black ones.
Always bet on black.
Otherwise, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb on this mainly black hilt. Let's go ahead and turn down the lights a little bit. Turn her on. Now that I have it changed over to the Qui-Gon font, let's give it a listen. Of course, what you would expect: smooth swing, blaster deflect, flash on clash, tip drag. Now there is one other thing, which is going to be that they really made a screen accurate pommel there, but it hinders the sound a little bit. So what you can do is you can actually unscrew this center piece here. So that's kind of before, and then this is after. See, I'm even pulling it away from me a little bit because it's a lot louder, especially with the blaster deflects. So while that cap makes it more screen accurate, also makes it a lot quieter. Love this lightsaber. Let's give a listen to some other sound fonts.
I am the Senate.
There you go. So imagine Qui-Gon was evil, went to the dark side. The button does make a little noise, but I mean, that's okay. And there you have it, everyone. A review of Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, my favorite Jedi, and probably my favorite lightsaber too. Qui-Gon was trained by Count Dooku, who he himself was trained by Grandmaster Yoda. And of course, he went on to train Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the greatest Jedi of all time. And not for nothing, he defeated Anakin a couple times. Defeated him as Anakin Skywalker, probably at the peak of his power. And he defeated him as Darth Vader when he had been out of the loop for the Force and everything for years. So, great student, great teacher, great loss to the light side of the Force. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I got a lot of stuff planned for a certain holiday coming up. You guessed it, Cinco de Mayo, coming up. Pretty important. And hope to see you guys around those days. All right. Thanks so much for stopping by. May the Force be with you, and may the algorithm be with me.